So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up.
Big header! Decent enough try.
Raúl Jiménez did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Robinson. Now it's Jimenez. He's shifting through the... Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Adama Traore. Adama Traore.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Adama Traore. And he's intervened well there. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's picked his way through. And he's in on goal. Shot a goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Jorge Cuenca promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Adama Traore. Now that looks a decent ball, and Dijk deals with that comfortably. And the counter is on. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Over to the left. Al-Mali. Tete does well to get it back. Tete did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And that's another throw. Ball's out once more. Just eases him off the ball. Palmer. Saka. It's a loose ball.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
He's played him through. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Messi. Now it's Martinelli. Now it's Wilson. Tete gets into some space. Terrific header! And he's following up! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Adama Traore. Robinson. Fulham were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Kearney is only bettered by one man in terms of assists this season, and it's Adama Traore.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Andreas Pereira, great ball, and he's in here. Messi. El Mali to Martinelli, played over towards the opposite flank. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's managed to get free. And that should be the keeper's.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Wilson. Kearney. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Tete. Lukic. O'Malley kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Has a look and has a go. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi goes short. In for a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Tete. Andreas Pereira. Now it's Andreas Pereira. Out to the right. Wilson. Martinelli.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Palmer. Robinson wins the duel this time, and it's Adama Traore. Oh, that's fabulous. Robinson is charging up on the overlap.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
No way through. Andreas Pereira! And for a moment, time stood still. And they're back on the ball again. Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
This match was 29,000.
Now it's Wilson. So we've reached the hour mark.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Martinelli. Well timed, excellent interception. And still we await the first breakthrough.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
That's a little off target. Pinches it off him. Martinelli. Kenny. Now it's Jimenez.
Pretty robust defending.
Van Dijk concedes a free kick for that. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Anderson. Kenny. This is Nelson. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Messi. Played into space out wide. Great run on the overlap here. Al-Mali. Goalkeeper's ball. Adama Traore. Lukic. Now Kenny. And it's Raul.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Has a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 8. Wilson. Coming on the field.
Picks out Nelson! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Big chance!
Substitution.
That is certainly not what he had in mind. Arnautovic is in a really good position out wide. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, is it Nelson? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He gets big. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well, that's well seen too.
This is when that numerical disadvantage can take its toll. They've coped so well up to now, but energy reserves are being tested to the limit.
Spread out to the left. Now it's Adama Traore. Adama Traore! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Looking for the runner. Great ball if he can get there. Rodrigo Muniz! And again! Oh, what about that? And surely that has won the day!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Foden coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Fulham take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Foden! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Foden probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Adama Traore, Robinson, Jorge Cuenca, and Robinson, Lukic. Now it's Adama Traore. He is through here!
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And the keeper's in command. That's that, the end. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I suppose they might have